Welcome to the Sykes & Company PA video blog.
So we're seeing quite a few pharmacies start to receive EIDL funds back in March, April when they applied. The system completely, the SBA system completely was shut down due to the demand and the older system that they have there. So we're just now starting to see pharmacies get funds. The max is generally going to be around $150,000. So that's the number most folks are seeing. In addition to that $10,000 advance that they received when they applied, most have already gotten that as well. It was $10,000, and then they switched it to $1,000 per employee up to $10,000. So you may have gotten anywhere from $10,000 to $1,000 or so. It's very important you use the EIDL funds for the applicable expenses. And the applicable expenses would be any normal operating expenses you had prior to COVID-19. So dues, payables, inventory, payroll. You can't do bonuses though, but you can do payroll. If you do have the PPP program, you absolutely do not want to do payroll because you're using PPP for payroll. So keep that in mind. But those normal operating expenses, if you're faced with an expense and you're not sure, ask yourself, is this a normal operating expense that I've had and that I typically pay? If not, it's probably not an EIDL eligible expense. You cannot do repairs, you cannot pay expansion or pay off any line of credit or any debt or anything like that with these EIDL funds. It's only for those normal operating expenses and overhead, etc. So you just have to be very careful with the use of these funds for compliance purposes. Like the PPP, if you use those monies for eligible expenses, you can apply for forgiveness. With the EIDL, this is not a forgivable loan. You will be paying it back at the up to 30 years at 3 3/4 interest rate. So it's pretty favorable terms. Actually, it's very favorable terms. There's no personal guarantees. They just take a blanket lien on assets. So it's very favorable from that respect. The advance is a tax-free grant. You do not have to pay that back. But it will come off of, if you got the PPP, whatever your forgiveness amount is on your PPP, that advance comes off of that. So you will have to pay back some of your PPP as a result of the advance. So it does come into play with the PPP loan forgiveness.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel.